happened so many times now where I'll post a video and one of y'all will comment something like, I needed to hear this, or I'm going through this exact situation right now. So at this point, I think it only makes sense to add psychic to my list of many talents. Yes, like Raven Baxter or Alice Cullen. And my psychic abilities are tingling right now, so here's today's prophecy. Some of you are missing the point of self-improvement. You are not broken, you do not need fixing. The only thing that's broken is that mindset. So let's fix that. Welcome back, my name's Tiara, and on this channel we glow up internally and have fun doing it. And I want to address the elephant in the room real fast.
Wow, okay. You know what?
This is not a self-improvement channel, this is a self-growth lifestyle channel. And I'm gonna explain the difference because when we try to constantly improve ourselves, it's exhausting if it's fueled by things like shame, lack, or feeling incomplete. I think the concept of self-improvement and self-growth are really similar, but there's a difference between the mindset of each.
You're saying it wrong.
The way I see it is self-improvement is focused on the goal of something. It's focused on achieving something in the hustle. But if you're constantly trying to improve your life or aspects of your life, it can get exhausting. Like, why do you think that so many people give up on their New Year's resolutions by February?
I cannot stand this puta.
Self-growth removes that pressure of trying to constantly achieve something because it's more inward focused. It's about learning to understand yourself better. Think of it like your metamorphosis. It's not about fixing what's broken, it's about evolving, transforming, and becoming more aligned with who you really want to be. You're learning from experiences, embracing change, and enjoying the journey, not just focused on results. So in my mind, self-improvement is more about enhancing your life through achieving, but self-growth is about evolving yourself, which is literally going to enhance your life as a result because you're becoming who you're meant to be. I do think that there are pros to both, but it's like I said in the beginning, I think a lot of us are going about self-improvement the wrong way. For example, imagine two people who started a new habit at the same time, like working out, okay? Now the person with the self-improvement mindset might say to themselves, I don't like the way I look, so I need to work out. Or maybe they're like, maybe if I lose weight, I'll feel better about myself and other people will like me. They might think that working out is something that they have to do to fix themselves, and when the results don't come fast enough, they feel bad. And I'm guilty of this because I have a terrible habit, okay, I will admit, I have a terrible habit of going to the gym consistently and then doing it for a month or so, and then I look in the mirror and I'm like, why is my ass not fat yet? And then I give up. But the person with the self-growth mindset might say to themselves, I want to work out because it makes me feel good, it makes me feel energized, it makes me feel strong, and I want to take care of my body. So they end up doing workouts that they actually enjoy, like maybe they'll do yoga, maybe they'll dance, maybe they'll go on a walk, maybe they'll do weightlifting, whatever it is. It's because they actually enjoy it. For them, working out isn't about punishing themselves or only obsessing over results, because of course anyone that works out wants to see results, obviously, but like they're not obsessing over that. That's not the only reason that they're doing it. They're enjoying the process and looking forward to the results, yes, but like they're not fixated on it. And plus they're feeling good along the way. So with all that in mind, which person do you think is more likely to stick with going to the gym for months, for years, maybe even for decades? I don't know. They make it their lifestyle. Which person do you think is gonna make it their lifestyle because it makes them happy? This is low-key me calling myself out because I have not been to the gym since August. It's been a while. But with this new mindset, okay, I'm gonna be back, trust me. So I got this letter from my church back in March, right? And when I first read this letter, I was thinking, dang, this is deep. Like, this really resonates with me because I really like the idea of cutting ties with my former self. But when I reread it earlier this week, I was having second thoughts, girl. I was like, I don't know if I agree with this. So let me read it to you. Dear former self, I'm writing this letter as an eviction notice to let you know as of March 31st, 2024, you are no longer welcome here. The goals I will achieve, the places I will travel to, and the people that will come into my life and love don't deserve to meet you. So I'm casting you out from within every area of my existence. I'm casting you out of my future. I'm no longer going to allow you to access me, nor will I gravitate to the manipulative nature encouraged by your presence. My mind is made up. I no longer need you, nor your negative attributes ruining my tomorrows. I'm destined for greatness. I will forever walk in the supernatural wisdom and counsel of God, coupled by His knowledge and guidance. My past has changed. My past no longer has power over my existence, and my light shines brighter even in darkness. I'm sold out to the growth mindset, the mindset that will catapult me into my new beginning. I'm on my ascension up. Nothing can stop or hinder me. I'm forever changed. I give myself permission to live life by this truth. I refuse to go back, and from this day forward, my life will never resort to the enticement of being the same. Farewell. Now, when I first read this letter, it felt so empowering to say goodbye to the parts of myself that I no longer wanted to be. But when I reread it, it almost felt like it was shaming the person I used to be. The desperate, anxious girl with low self-worth who would settle for just about anything. I get it, we don't want to go back to old patterns, but is this really the right approach for improving our lives? Deep down, that older version of me was just craving the love that she desperately needed to give to herself. And it's okay to refuse to go back to a person that you used to be, but I think that it should be coming from a place of self-compassion, not shame or ego. You wouldn't be where you are now if it weren't for your past self. Like, you would not want to be improving your life if it weren't for them. So instead of casting them out and running away from your past, maybe you should think about accepting your past and saying, thank you for getting me to this point. You were doing the best with what you knew, but I've got it from here. And it's time to evolve. Like, maybe say that to your past self instead of being like, I don't even want to associate myself with you. You are just, like, bleh. You are not even allowed to see my future. You are shunned.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
It's okay to say goodbye to old habits, old behaviors, old ways of thinking, but we should be doing it from a place of compassion, not disdain for who we used to be. Growth doesn't mean that you're erasing your past. It means you're building on it because you're not broken. Okay, you're learning, you're growing, you're adapting, you're changing. Like last week, I posted a Disney princess video and I had a hot take about Princess Belle, and then someone commented, they really did change my perspective, like about Belle and everything, because I was like, free Belle. But then I was like, hold on, because why are they making several points here? Like, kudos to them because they changed my mind, and I didn't call my old self an idiot for thinking that way, but I was like, okay, yeah, I understand where they're coming from, and now I'm gonna move in a different way than the way I was thinking. Does that make sense? Yeah. Growth doesn't mean perfection. There's nothing wrong with you. Self-compassion and accepting your past is essential for meaningful growth. I want you to remember that. Okay, when I say y'all are missing the point of self-improvement, I am specifically talking to those of you who see it as a way to fix yourselves. The ones who are constantly hard on themselves, comparing themselves to others and focused on the external. The ones who are stuck in a cycle of chasing perfection because their mindset is rooted in the belief that who they are now is not good enough. If you're someone that's approaching self-improvement from a place of lack, then you're most likely going to burn out and get frustrated. And I know that not every experience is universal, but that's what happened for me at least. Like, I would approach self-improvement with this idea that I needed to fix myself in order to receive the things that I wanted. That's why I love the self-growth mindset so much, because now I think I'm growing because I love myself and I see my potential. And that makes it so that it's not draining, it's not exhausting, it's more sustainable now. Because you're growing for you. You're finally taking your goals off the pedestal, which makes it more like achievable. Instead of it being like up here, like, I just need it. It's more like down here and you're like, oh, that was easy. I mean, it's not easy, but like, it's simpler. Self-improvement reminds me of the game Hungry Hungry Hippos. Are kids still playing Hungry Hungry Hippos? I don't know if that was like a more my generation thing, but I feel like every kid I see now is always on a tablet or a phone. If you don't know the premise of the game, basically it's hippos and they're just trying to gobble up as many marble ball things as they can.
Whoever hippo gets the most marbles wins.
And it's very chaotic, it's very never ending. It's all about more without even stopping to reflect. If the marbles are like aligned and meaningful with your goals and your values.
Girl, shut the fuck up. You thought you ate that? Bitch,
And I'm not talking about just like your goals and your dreams. I'm talking about things like your habits, your self-image, your career, your relationships, all that. Self-growth is more intentional because you're focused on nurturing what you already have instead of obsessing over things out of fear or not being good enough. You're growing what's already within you, and the point is to focus on the experience and create a home within yourself. Create a place that feels good to go back to instead of focusing on, I just need this, I just need that, I just need this to feel good. Because once you get that thing, you're probably gonna be like, okay, now I have it, but like, what if I had this too? What if I had that too? Like, it's never gonna be enough. But if you create that home within yourself, you're gonna be like, holy shit, I am enough. I am good enough. You are good enough. If you want to see change, you have to be the change. But the focus shouldn't be on what you do. It should be on who you are becoming. Stop placing all of your value on what you do or how successful you are. And I get that this is easier said than done, okay? You are talking to a 22-year-old girl. Like, it is so easy to compare myself to other content creators or peers who graduated with their masters or who are still getting their degrees and like a better degree than I had. And it's just so easy to compare. People getting married, people having kids, people doing this and this and this and this. It's easier said than done. I get it. But don't pity yourself, okay? You need to have grace for yourself. When you choose to grow and change for yourself, your external world is destined to follow. You can still want to do self-improvement, but just do it for yourself. Working on your internal with a self-growth mindset and self-compassion will make you realize that it's a lot easier than people make it seem. You are not behind in life, okay? You are doing just fine. Are there areas that you could improve on? Well, yes, like, absolutely. But you are enough as you are. So remember that while you're on this journey, because it's a never-ending one, okay? As long as you're alive, you are going to be on this journey. Becoming the best version of yourself is gonna feel really like a never-ending chase if you're having a mindset that's desperate. You know how exhausting it is to be like, okay, I just need to be the best version of myself, I need to be the best. Why do you have to be the best? Why can't you just be like, damn, I feel good today? Like, why can't that just be enough? Why does society make us think that we have to be the best? If you woke up today and you made your bed and you fed yourself a meal and maybe went on a walk and did something productive, whether that was internal or external, I think that the best version of you would be pretty damn proud. So be proud of yourself. Just remember to laugh every now and again, okay? Just vibe. It's okay to have goals, but it's also okay to loosen your grip on that bitch a little bit and just trust in divine timing. Self-improvement and self-growth does not have to be so serious all the time. Like, why do you think I'm so unserious on this channel and I crack jokes with y'all? It's because the niche, which I don't even really like to consider myself in the self-improvement niche, but a lot of y'all in that niche are so fucking serious, and it's just like, oh my gosh, can we just laugh? Can we just vibe? And in the wise words of Jada Bunny, slow motion is better than no motion. So just vibe. Keep growing. Trust in divine timing. Trust the process and enjoy the ride. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, prove it by giving it a thumbs up. And let me know in the comments if there's an area in your life where you feel like you are actually genuinely growing. Or an area that you do feel like you want to grow in. Okay? I want to know. Bye! Every single choice that you make in life is going to shape your path. There's no right or wrong. It's just there's two different ways you can choose, and one is gonna lead this way, one is gonna lead that way. But what matters is that you're choosing for you, babe. You gotta choose for you.